Welcome to our green carbon introduction video. In this video, we will introduce what green carbon is and how it functions. But first, let's go over the basics, starting with carbon. The element carbon is present everywhere on Earth, absolutely everywhere. Carbon can be found and stored in various Earth systems. In water, in soil, and finally, in plants. Today, we will be exploring this last system together. Let's start by locating where green carbon exists on our beautiful planet. We can find it within the interface between the atmosphere above and the lithosphere below. Think of it as a sandwich. The atmosphere and lithosphere are your two slices of bread. Green carbon is the lettuce, tomato, onion, etc. in the middle of your slices of bread. Now we know where green carbon is, but what is green carbon? When speaking of green carbon, we are referring to the carbon in the biosphere, specifically the carbon of the plants and forests within it. This green carbon system interacts with both the atmosphere and lithosphere. We see this interaction when green carbon is exchanged with the atmosphere. This exchange happens when carbon is given back to the atmosphere through the respiration of plants and animals. Respiration must occur for both plants and animals to stay alive and function. This exchange also occurs when carbon is taken from the atmosphere by the photosynthesis of plants. So how do plants store carbon? As we just mentioned, plants store atmospheric carbon through the process of photosynthesis. This process allows plants to naturally store carbon. Green carbon is also exchanged with the lithosphere, where it is turned into soil carbon. This happens once plants die through the process of decomposition. The most important thing to remember is that carbon is captured by plants and stored as both energy and construction materials to build their bodies. How fascinating! On a larger scale, again, thanks to our plants' photosynthetic processes, some forests can be considered carbon sinks. Carbon sink means that a forest is absorbing more carbon from the atmosphere than they are releasing back into it. However, other forests can be considered a carbon source if they release more carbon than they absorb. This phenomenon happens when trees burn and from the human act of deforestation. On the planet, the different forests can act either as carbon sources or carbon sinks. The good news is that the world's forests are absorbing more carbon than they are creating. So let's act together to keep it this way.